Hi, this is Andy from GPS Training. In this video we're taking a look at a new website with a challenge round route in Northumberland. It's a website called thecheviatround.com, and in this video we're going to take a look at how you can download the GPX files to use for navigation on this new challenge round on a compatible Garmin GPS device. So we're looking at a handheld device. How do we get this electronic route onto the device? We're going to use Basecamp software on a Windows computer, but in the video we'll also show you how you can just copy and paste the downloaded GPX files into a folder called GPX on your compatible Garmin handheld GPS device. So I'm on the cheviatround.com website now. Lots of information about this new challenge round, and as I scroll down the page you can see there's links to videos and information about it. The menu at the top explains about how you can record your attempt, but I'm actually going to go to the section that says the round. So if I go to the round, this is where we can actually see the routes. So the full route here, which is the one just under 52 miles, we can see on the map here with an elevation graph, some information about it, and it's got two options to download the electronic route as what we call a GPX file. There's a clockwise version and an anti-clockwise version. There's also some shorter legs that you can download if you just want to do a shorter leg, or you're using it as a training route for the full Cheviot round. So if you scroll down the pages you'll see the various options of ones you can download, and you're looking for the option where it says download GPX. So I'm just going to download the first one, which is actually the full one, just to show you how we do that and how we get it onto the Garmin GPS device. So on the Cheviot round complete round, I can see where we've got download GPX files. I've got the clockwise one, so I'm going to click where it says download file and just left click on there, and that has went straight to the downloads on my Windows computer. I can do exactly the same with the anti-clockwise one, so I've got two versions. What I'm now going to do is open up some free planning software called Garmin Basecamp that you can download from Garmin's website. If you just search the internet for Garmin Basecamp software. So I'm just going to open up this software that I've already downloaded to my computer, and in the Garmin Basecamp software it has something called the My Collection in the top left of the screen under the library heading, and this is where we create folders to save any routes that we're going to do. So it could be that I create a folder simply called challenge routes, a folder called Northumberland. You could do an individual folder just for this challenge that you're doing, so you've got somewhere to import these GPX files to before you send them to your compatible GPS device. So I'm just going to right click on the master folder called My Collection, and then I'll get an option on the screen to create a new list folder. So it's actually, you see the very bottom option says new list folder. So I've now got a new folder, so I'm just going to put my cursor at the end of where it says new folder, hit my backspace button, and I'm going to call this one the Cheviot Round Challenge, and it's where I can import all of those different GPX files from the website that we've just been on. So I've already downloaded a couple of files. So what I'm actually going to do now is create a sheet of paper within this folder. Garmin actually call it a list file to save them to. So with the Cheviot Round Challenge folder highlighted, I'm going to right click with my cursor again, but this time I'm selecting the option new list, so it's like a clean sheet of paper to import these GPX files to. So I'll select new list, and I'm just going to actually call this Cheviot Round as well. So Cheviot Round, hit me enter button. So I've now got this clean sheet of paper to import those GPX files to that I've downloaded. So the way I remember how to import them is I want to file something away on this sheet of paper. So with the Cheviot Round list file highlighted, that looks like a sheet of paper, I'm going to go to the menu at the top left, select File, Import into Cheviot Round, and then I'm going to select my downloads. So I go to my downloads, and here I can see anything that I've downloaded. So I've got the Cheviot Round anti-clockwise there. I'm going to select open, and you'll see we've now got a footprint symbol. We've done these as tracks, Cheviot Round anti-clockwise. If I highlight the sheet of paper again and go File, Import into Cheviot Round, and this time I'll pick the clockwise one and select open, and there's the clockwise one. So you can see them on the screen. If your map had actually been moved somewhere else, and I should have mentioned I've actually got my GPS device connected, so you can see GPS 67i, map 67i, which is the one I'm using today under devices, and I have actually went to the maps heading and selected North England and Isle of Man, because that's the map I'm using with my device. You might have a one with Topo Pro 1 to 50 maps, you would select that. If you're using a device just with the built-in European maps, you'd select the Topo Active West Europe in the maps menu. And then what I can actually do on these tracks that I've imported, the footprint symbols, if I right click on them, I get the option show on map, and then it zooms the map in on where it is, and then I can zoom in on it, get the map and move around and have a look at the track. But because I've actually got Ordnance Survey maps, I'm going to go back to the maps menu at the top and pick my Northern England and Isle of Man, because I've got the Garmin Topo Pro 1 to 25 map with my unit. Again, if you had the Topo Pro 1 to 50, you would select that map. So you're basically selecting from the maps menu the best map to view this track on. Remember, right clicking on the tracks and saying show on map shows you where that track is. I can see the red arrow showing the direction of travel of the clockwise one, and on the anti-clockwise one you can see the opposite direction of travel. So now if I want to send these two tracks to my GPS device, with the sheet of paper, or the list file as Garmin call it, called Cheviot Round, that I've imported them to, I simply right click on there, and you see I have the option send to. If I select send to, I scroll down till I see my GPS device, so whichever model of GPS device you've got connected, you look for internal storage, and then I select OK, and that will send those two tracks to my unit. With my GPS map 67, I use the find button and then select tracks. Whichever device you've got, remember it is going to be saved in your tracks folder on the device to load and navigate with. So if I now highlight my internal storage on my device and scroll down the list just to make sure they're there, I'm just looking for Cheviot Round, anti-clockwise and clockwise, so I can tell that I've sent them to my GPS device. If you're not using Garmin's free planning software called Basecamp software, but you have got a GPS device connected to your computer, your Windows computer, so a compatible Garmin handheld device, what you can do if you would prefer, I'm just going to minimize Basecamp software now, what I can do is go to File Explorer on your computer, and where you've downloaded those files to. So if I go to my downloads, where I've got these two GPX files, I'm just going to use my shift button, my arrow up button on my keyboard, highlight both of them, simply right click on the two GPX files and select the option copy, and then in File Explorer, which I'm still in, I'm going to scroll down till I can see this PC and my GPS map 67 connected. Go into the internal storage and the folder called Garmin. So whichever GPS device you've got, Garmin device, you'd go into the device name, into a folder called Garmin. The important thing is you're looking for a folder called GPX, and when you find the folder called GPX, I can simply in here just right click somewhere in a blank space and select paste, and then you're copying and pasting those two GPX files into the GPX folder rather than going via Basecamp software. And by doing that, when you unplug your GPS device, these Cheviot Round GPX files that you've downloaded will be on your GPS device's tracks ready to load. You may have a device that's compatible with Garmin Connect. Some of the handheld devices are compatible with Garmin Connect. We have done some videos for using a Garmin GPS watch with Garmin Connect. It would be the same principle for your handheld device with Garmin Connect if you watch those videos to get the route onto your unit once you've paired your compatible device with Garmin Connect. GPS training, we have lots more videos and information on online training courses that we do. If you purchase a GPS device from GPS Training, which you'll find at gpstraining.co.uk, you do get a free 1-year support package, which includes access to lots of online videos that go into a lot more detail on doing procedures like we've shown in this video. So on the gpstraining.co.uk website, if you've already got a GPS device, a Garmin device, if you have a look on our GPS store, we have support packages, and there's a courses heading where you can get to our online training course, and for a year you can sign up for videos where we have a load of videos that go into a lot more detail on things like Garmin Basecamp software. But we hope you found this initial video useful on how you can get the GPX files onto your handheld device from the Achieve It Round website to complete and have a go at this great new challenge round. And thanks for watching.